Uh-oh.
The Mueller report. Now, you all know about the Mueller report. You show up the Mueller report when you go to buy it, it's redacted. Now, redacted means they block out all the good stuff. You can't see it. Sort of like this. But this is the top secret report. And the good thing about this one is that if you read it slowly, it's not redacted. It's all there to read. But after you've read it once, then it's on a special ink. And the ink vanishes, and there's nothing left to see. This is one of the oldest tricks in magic. This trick is more than 400 years old.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the first book on magic ever published, Scott's Discovery of Witchcraft, London, 1584. This, of course, is a modern reprint, but it's right here on chapter 33. This trick is there. A little different format. It says here in Scott's Discovery of Witchcraft, 1584, how to make a book wherein you shall show every leaf therein to be white or black or blue or red or yellow or green. So it's just a little different format. They had colored pages instead. That's how far back this trick goes. That's the Mueller report.
I'm going to show this. I'm going to come up later. I wish somebody could tell me who I learned this from. There was a French comic magician.
Gaten Bloom.
Gaten Bloom.
Yeah, Gaten
Yes.
Bloom.
Yeah.
This is his invention.
I have to write that down.
Yeah.
And it's to wipe off your forehead
Right.
and then
Oh, gee.
okay. I'm not done with this. I'm just done with that temporarily. I'm going to write that down. I knew this. Okay. John Owens is John Owens. Oh, there you are.
What's up?
This is not a performance. It is not a demonstration. It is a lecture. So brace yourself. This is, it's called a coin casket. They've been around for a long time. They were made all over the world, many manufacturers. This one was made in France about 1850. And where it was between then and about 1950 really isn't known. But after that, you can still see his sticker on the bottom. This was in the Factory of Auction in Paris. And it was auctioned there in 2005. An anonymous major American magic dealer, which means it was Mario Grandi, bought it at auction. It came here. It went to a fellow by the name of John Mendoza. He sold it to a friend of his by the name of J.P. Jackson. And jokingly told him when he sold it, leave it to me in your will. And he did. So it went back to John Mendoza, and I got it from him. It's a very old trick. This one is kind of rickety, largely due to the age. It wouldn't fool anybody now. Or maybe it's just that in the middle of the 19th century, in the middle of the 19th century, people were polite enough not to call the attention to the fact that somebody was doing something that was terribly obvious and insulting in that respect. Anyway, 4 coins, 1 box, and you give it some of this, or they did. And 1 is gone, 3 left. I probably should say that in 1850 life was a little slower and this wasn't really nearly repetitive. 2. 1, 2. Any guess what's going to happen next? You're right. Then there was 1. Go on. Well, not really gone. They always end up back where they started.
Very nice.
So, 4 coins. Coin casket circa 1850.
Can you shake it?
No.
He doesn't want to damage the zone.
Wilkinson drawer box. Whoop, fine.
And how old are those coins?
The coins, about 1960.
No silver?
Damn coins sit down.
I'm sorry, you
If
said.
you're familiar with drawer boxes, this may mean something to you. Wilkinson drawer box circa 1925.
Wow.
P&L table, 1930. P&L tabletop.
Nice.
Cover by P. Penguin of San Francisco. Thank you for your attention.
Very
Can we
nice.
see what
Calendar
the-
light.
That's very good.
All right.
This is a mind reading, a mind reading trick. And what the box is used for is for the person to select one of the 3 components. And you put the metal bar in 1, 2, or 3, or 1, 2, or 3 as the case may be. And then my task is to try to determine which of the slots you put it into, would you? So when you put it in, it's very important you put it in slowly and carefully, because these things are, to say the least, very delicate and the bar is very heavy. So I'll go and talk to Dagmar, and you can and you can put it in to whatever one you want. You're just as beautiful as ever, my darling.
Thanks for the flowers.
I just
There's a chocolate, Robert.
the chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, the chocolate comes later, but I do have a beautiful photograph of you. All right.
Okay.
All right. So you put this in one of them. So please come up. Please come up. I want you to make eye contact with me and hold my hand. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. You can lie or tell the truth. It doesn't matter. Is it in 1?
Nope.
That was said very clearly. You're being honest. Is it in 2?
Nope.
That was honest too. Is it in 3?
Nope.
You were lying that time. Your eyes were jiggling around. It's in 3. And it is. It's a beautiful piece, beautifully made, and truly, if any of you look at it, it's perfectly normal. There's absolutely nothing about it that would give a clue as to which one it was in.
Did you say who the maker
Trust
was?
me on that. Pardon?
Did you say who the maker was on this?
No, and I don't know who the
Oh,
maker
okay.
was.
All
John
right.
will know.
That's an Owen magic model. Thayer made it first. Actually, it's a Massey idea. It's in the one book he wrote. It's the last thing in there. And this is this one's Owen.
Yeah, it's an absolutely beautifully made piece of equipment, and any of you could look at it and have utterly no clue about its operation. Utterly none.
Pretty good.
Thank you, John.
It's for wiping your forehead.
I want it.
Well, here's the good news about this.
It would be so good in my classroom.
Here's the good news about this, is this is a very old trick. Gaitan Bloom put a comedy routine on it, but he didn't invent this. And this is something that any idiot can make for yourself. All you need is a tray. This is, I think, an 8-side cafeteria tray.
Right.
You need a sponge, preferably a dense one. You see how tiny the holes are?
Yeah.
And the third thing you need is a bowl, okay,
With a
that
hole
you
in it.
have
Yeah.
drilled some small holes in the bottom. So what happens is it's so simple. So the sponge sits on the tray. It absorbs the water on the tray. You go like this, you squeeze it into the bowl, And then when you put the sponge down, the water will all go out of the bowl and back into the sponge.
That's awesome.
Okay? So right now the water, see what's happening here? You just get a stainless steel bowl with drill a few holes in the bottom, and you get a dense sponge. And that's why I was doing it between, because it takes about 2 minutes for the sponge to reabsorb all the water from the bowl. So I'm going to leave this out over on the stage over here, so at the end you'll see it. Really, anyone can make this. Yes.
Believe it or not, I have a question about that.
Okay.
Because when Gaten explains it, he makes the tray have a plane on it, so it goes to one side. Are you saying that's not necessary?
No, it's not necessary. However, if you want to do that, what you do is the easy way to do that is to get 2 of those stick-on those things that go on the bottom of a chair so it won't scratch the floor. You get a couple of stick-ons and put it on one side of the tray. And then when you put the tray down, one side of the tray is like 1/8 of an inch higher than the other side.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's Mark's trick for that. What I did is, I know that this stage leans slightly backwards. Okay, so that solved that problem. But right now, the sponge has already reabsorbed most of the water that went into the bowl. So it really is, I mean, anyone can do this. I mean, anyone can make this, you know. I'm going to put it over here.
That's great.
Guy Conlou is a French magician. I don't know if he's still around. I don't know if he's still around, but all of the things he did were very simple old ideas that he, put a comedy spin on. He did some very clever things. I saw him a long time ago. Okay, that's my answer.
Are there any Magiro fans in the audience?
Who's that?
Magiro, great German inventor of magic, famous for micro magic, amongst other things. So it's tiny. The micro bit. Oh, it's all right. I'm going to be using water as well. So never mind. I spilled some water. So this would be a little slow. This would be a little plodding because of the lack of rehearsal. But I wanted to participate in doing something to share with you. That's my disclaimer. Thank you. All right. So what are we going to do here? We're going to pour a little water. We're going to put this on. Sorry guys, like I said, little bit of nerves starting already here. The Magic Club, right?
Doing fine.
Anyway, by now you know that this dice is rolling free. Right? Put a little water in there. I meant to show you the bottom of this tube because there is something at the base of it. But it's not hollow base. Did everyone see that? Sorry, a little slow here. Oops. So some of you might have thought that it went into the base. Possibly two. Over to here. Oh, lordy, lord. Over here. And now in honor of Doug Aiken, so Magiro, the great German inventor, my butchery of his.
What's the name of the effect again?
It's okay. Well, so you may be familiar with this as the hydro dye, and hydro dye, D-I-E.